Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Book of Backlog. The Book of Backlog. This is a series where I've been tracking my progress on... Well, I'll be tracking my progress, but it's mostly an effort to whittle down my massive backlog of unfinished video games. Last time, Gladius was picked as the game to fill in the next spot, so... We got Harvest Moon, which I'll start with. I am still at 2.5%. I know. I really, it's one of those things where the longer you go without playing it, the less likely you are to play or make any progress. So that's why I'm doing poorly now. So if I can get myself into a groove of playing it regularly again, maybe I'll get back into it, and then I'll actually be able to start making some progress here. Because if you think about it, if I really just made like 2.5% progress each week, I'd at least be making progress and, whatever. And then Gladius, I made no progress on. Now, here's the catch. I fully intended, I picked this because it was a short game. I was hoping to have it finished by this episode. And the disc does not work. No matter what I did, I tried several times to get it to work, but of course I should have known that my friend, he was known for having crappy disc treatment in his younger days. I mean, his younger brother, a lot of times got his hand on the discs. They had their discs all over the place. I don't know what was going on with them. I mean, when I was young, I never treated them that poorly, I don't think. But, yeah. I didn't expect that he gave it to me without it working at all, though. So, usually he got it to work eventually. But I tried so many times, and I couldn't get it to work. I was like, man, if I could just get it to work once, I could at least... I was actually excited to try this out, see what it's like, but I guess not. Look, it says 9 out of 10 Game Informer on the front there, and it's some great reviews. But whatever, I guess not. Now, what that means is... Normally, I would go back to the rest of the list that I chose from and chose this out of, and then I would choose a game from there to replace it, but I'd like to try out something a little different, which is what I brought up last time. The books of Backlog. Now what I have here are video games, film, and literature. And you'll notice that my book list and my film list are considerably shorter than my video game list. This one's not even a page long for films. I want to preface this by saying all of them will be handled a little differently, and it's obviously like a trial run right now. I'm not sure long term how it's going to go. That's the cool thing with this series, is it's kind of something I've just been doing for myself, and I can be more flexible with it without any concrete rules. Obviously I have the rules for video games basically now, where it's randomly pick a list of 5 and then pick out of those which one I want to do, and then one time I even did a poll, so those rules can be changed as well. But for books, I think I will, I might do the randomized list of 5 for books. I'm not sure exactly. Books include, books are a bit messy, because a lot of the books I have acquired and have accumulated and still haven't finished are young adult books, which I don't know, or even teenage age books, so I don't know if they'll still be applicable and something I can appreciate at my age. That's something I'm going to find out, I guess, if I stumble onto one of those. But I didn't put all of them. I have a bunch of the short books that you used to get at book fairs and things like that. I generally didn't put any ones like those. Most of them are fantasy and bigger books, so it'll be interesting regardless to dig into those. Also in here I have things like manga, which are also kind of all over the place. Most of my manga I don't have the full set of. One of the few ones I do have, I think the only one I have is Death Note. Now, I actually also have a couple that are like the complete collection all together in one. So that's not entirely right. And then these ones I don't even like know the concept of, because I remember, I think it was at New York Comic Con when I went with my brother, we got a bunch of these mangas. They're just like random ones because they were cheap. So I don't even know if they're any good or not. That'll be something weird as well to go into. Some mangas I have just volume 1 of. So I figure I've just put volume 1. So these would be shorter ones. Obviously just one manga is not hard to get through. But then that could be something like if I liked it enough, then I could get more. Stuff like that. So, and yeah, I didn't make myself include all the old books and stuff because some of them are definitely out of my age range. I could tell that much. Some of these still might be, but we'll discover that as I go along. And then when it comes to film, I only have the small list of 22 right now, and these are all the ones that I own that are right over here, as well as anime movies that were there. There are a couple I didn't include just because I don't have much interest in watching them, but for the most part, it's like 99% of what I have here, which is not much. And as you might expect, I have a lot more than just this list that I'd like to watch. It's just that I don't happen to own them. I mean, I don't have the most expendable income right now, so it's not like I can be all willy-nilly with it or anything. So what I do have, though, is Netflix. And I have Hulu, too, but I don't know if there are any movies on there that are particularly stand out to Netflix. I'll probably mostly look to Netflix. But what I was going to say is, I'm thinking this will just be my test for the first time it's picked, if a film is picked, that I'll essentially double the amount of this when I randomize it. So I have 22 options here. I'll randomize from 1 to 44. If it's anything past 22, then I'll just pick a Netflix movie. Because I was trying to think of a way of like compiling a list of Netflix movies and stuff like that I'm interested in. But the thing with Netflix is it's always changing, and having something written down, this isn't in like an online document or anything, and even that would be a pain to always be editing. So I figure maybe I'll just go on Netflix and see what's on there and pick a movie to watch or whatever. So, and that could be anything from a blockbuster film that I just happened to not own and it's on Netflix, or some Netflix original thing, but those are mostly series, so probably won't be as applicable. But yeah, I've talked about that enough. It's funny because I'm actually going to randomize now between the three: video games, film, and books. And I could just end up with a video game anyway, although it was pointless, but you'll know for the future at least. So I'm going to randomize from 1 to 3, 1 being video games, 2 being film, 3 being books. And let's see what we get. 2, film. Alright. So, like I said, I'll randomize 1 to 44, and if it's past 22, that means I'm doing a Netflix thing that I just pick. If not, that might even be one where I just like go on Netflix and just scroll through randomly, look at. Because films are really like, that's something that can be fun, just watching spur of the moments. Okay, it's actually one on here. God dang it. Alright, it picked the one kind of joke one that I had in there. It ended up picking that. Yeah, I should have mentioned I'm not doing a choice for this one. It's just randomly what's chosen for me, because I figure a movie I can get myself to watch anything pretty much. And what we've got here is a little gem known as Peppa Pig. Yes, that's right. I don't know if I got this or if my brother got it for me, but I've always found Peppa Pig like it's the weirdest thing, but it's amazing that it's like the new face of childhood on television. This is a holiday special, so okay, I'm just now realizing that this is actually a bunch of episodes. I thought Peppa's Christmas would be a movie special or something, but no, it's actually 12 different episodes, which means that's a loophole, which means this is a TV series, and I can strike it from the list, strike it from the record. Never happened. That's kind of amazing. We've had so many flubs in these choices now. So alright, let's try it again. And ooh, it's 23. So that means I could hop on Netflix, see what strikes my fancy. This is a lot harder than I was expecting. Having a lot of trouble just picking. Wait, what? This looks kind of amazing. I watched my first Korean drama ever earlier this year, Hell in My 20s, also known as Age of Youth. I've been wanting to get into more K-dramas, TV series, and stuff like that. I'm just really into Asian culture in general, but this one just looks so weird. It's a Korean film. It looks like Korean, at least. It's called The Beauty Inside. The description is man, woman, old, young. Every morning he's got a random new body, but he's always got the same girlfriend. For now. I'm just going to do that one. Because I'm just looking through them, like, none of these look interesting to me. But if there was a way to just pick a randomize and randomly pick a Netflix movie, I would do that. But I think I'll just watch that because it seems so out there. How you got the same girlfriend? Alright, well, I'll watch that and I'll get back to you. Hopefully within the week I'll just have time to watch that movie. That's great. Alright, thank you for watching. That's it. So now I've got Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life, and The Beauty Inside, Netflix, a film that is on Netflix. Hopefully I can make more progress in this. I mean, a film is a nice, easy thing to make. It's like you're pretty much one and done. It's not going to be like I'm 30% through the film. Do people do that? Do people stop films midway and like continue them after multiple sessions? I don't think that's a thing, but sure someone does it. Alright, thanks. Alright, well, let me know what you think. Bye. Bye. Any ideas on how I could handle movies, stuff like that in the future? I don't know.